Hello my stitchy friends, welcome to Antique Needleworkers. This is a channel about cross stitch and all my crafty endeavors, and my name is Shelly and I welcome you here today. If this is your first time here, I thank you so much for stopping by and taking a look. I hope that you find something here that inspires you and sparks a flame inside of you to be creative. And if you're a returning subscriber, I thank you so much for coming time and time again. Well, friends, I'm a week early, and why is that? Well, on Wednesday night on my way home, I got the notification that Antique Needleworkers hit 10,000 subscribers. And I am so grateful to each and every one of you who has made that happen. This is a place that I hope that you come to and you find joy, maybe inspiration, encouragement. I want to straighten your crown. I want to get you excited, and it seems as though all of you are saying that maybe that's what's happening, and I'm just so grateful to know that you want to just stop here and spend time with me. Today I am going to start the video off just like normal, but the majority of the video is going to be spent celebrating you. If you were around during the 8,000 subscriber extravaganza, well, I hope this is even bigger than that, because I want to do something special for all of you, my stitchy friends, in gratitude and thanks for what you've done around here. So that's what Flosstube 22 is all about. So let me go over. I'm going to do, I've got a list here. I'm going to do a little life update since last week. I'm going to announce last week's winners from the giveaways. I'm also going to show you what I've been stitching, and I'm also going to show you a little bit of haul, and then we'll do the big fat celebration and to finish off the video. So, life update. Well, last time I told you on my video that my stepfather had passed away, and Wednesday of this week was the funeral, and I officiated the funeral. I am an ordained minister, and so that being so, of course, I would honor my own family. Wednesday went good. It did go well. All of our family was together, and I feel like we celebrated my stepfather's life, and it was a joy. A little difficult doing a funeral service for your family, but I just tried to pull myself together. I did find at the very end, when I asked everyone to bow their head and pray, and I went to pray, I almost started crying. So I just stopped for a second, took a deep breath, and pulled through. And so I was able to hold myself together for the whole thing. So that was great. So, because I wanted to be there for my mom and my family, and be strong for them. So I think that things went well. We spent some time together and ate together, and just had a wonderful evening together after that. So that came, and then when I was on my way home late that evening, that's when I got the notification, and I was like, oh my goodness, what a wonderful time for that news to come through, because it surely did put a smile on my face and made my heart leap around a whole bunch, because that's such a big thing, and I was so excited. So I got the notification on the way home from the funeral that the channel had hit 10,000, and earlier last week prior, Jenny, my friend from the Bougie Stitchers, had contacted me and said, hey, Shelly, I'm going to be in town. Her husband and her were both in the military. And so although they're retired, he does some contracting work with military people. And so we have a big Air Force base up here. And so they were going to be in the Dayton area, which is the next big city up from Cincinnati. And she said, I sure would love to get together. And I told her how my week looked. And she said, well, why don't we meet on Thursday? And it was absolutely what I needed yesterday. It was wonderful. We met in a wonderful town called Lebanon here in our area. And it was about a halfway point between the two of us. And one of the oldest, it is the oldest hotel and restaurant in the state of Ohio, is the Golden Lamb. Every time a president comes through our state, they speak from the balcony of the Golden Lamb. And so I thought that would be so very neat to take Jenny there. So we went to Lebanon yesterday and we antiqued a little bit, and we brought our stitching, and we had lunch and some coffee, and actually Jenny just sat with me and we just talked, and it was so what I needed yesterday. She is such a dear, sweet, stitchy friend, and we just enjoyed one another's company. We talked for hours. And anyhow, I had a wonderful afternoon with Jenny yesterday. And earlier today, I started and I filmed opening my 3 Advent boxes. So if you are on Instagram and Facebook, hop on over there to my profile. I've got it on my Facebook. I've got it on my personal Instagram and Antique Needleworkers Instagram. And every day from today through the 12 first days of Christmas, I will be opening my Tiger Lily Designs 12 Days of Christmas, as well as Kathy Lounsbury from the So-and-So's. She and I curated each other a 12 Days of Christmas, and so I started opening my 12 days from Kathy, and then I have the 25 Days of Christmas from a Missouri Star Quilt Company. And so I will actually be opening those and showing that every day until the box is empty. So if you haven't seen that earlier today, hop on over onto the socials and check it out. It's a lot of fun opening them, and it's so neat to see what was curated for me. So and then when I do, once the 12 days are over, I will show those on a Flosstube. And then when the 25 days are over, I'll show those in a Flosstube. I'll just show all 12 of each item and all 25. And that way you all, if you're not on the socials, will get to see that. But I'm going to wait until I get those open to do that. So, okay. So now, before we get any farther, I want to announce the winners from last week's videos giveaways, because I'm going to tell you something. Wait till you see what's over here. I want to make sure that the giveaways from last week are addressed before we start talking about the next giveaways. So some of the all of the items, let's go ahead. One of the items that was from last week's giveaway was this. This is a locket, and the word was locket. And the winner of this is Angela Sawyer 6714. Congratulations, Angela. If you will reach me and my email address below, I will get this right out to you. Do make sure that you check your YouTube handles, because I know that some of them have all of them have numbers anymore, and that way you make sure that you've won. The next item was Alpine Blooms. Okay, the camera battery died, and so the last thing I was showing was Alpine Blooms, the quilt pattern that Fat Quarter Shop had sent. In the meantime, I waited for about an hour so that I could begin to record again once the camera battery charged up. And well, I ate a whole bar of chocolate from Amana. I texted and talked to Carrie forever. I stitched. It took an hour. So anyway, let me get back in my mojo. The next item in our last week's giveaway was Alpine Blooms. It's a quilt pattern from It's So Emma. And the winner of this is Be a Blessing Stitcher. Be a Blessing Stitcher. I love your handle, Be a Blessing Stitcher. That is so good. So congratulations. That is for Be a Blessing Stitcher. The next thing was the Fat Quarter Shop Chicken Club, and it was the chicken named Penny. And the winner of Penny is Teresa Collins 2441. Teresa Collins 2441. Give me an email and send me your information. Congratulations, you're the winner of Penny. Then we had the chart from the Fat Quarter Shop, and it's called Fall Harvest. And the winner of this is Deb Morrison 6846. Deb Morrison 6846. Congratulations. The next item was the stackables for October from It's So Emma from Fat Quarter Shop. And the winner of the stackable is Julie Mork. Julie Mork. Give me an email and congratulations, Julie. The next item that was a giveaway from last week was the Shepherd's Bush Jeffrey stocking. And the winner of this is Ina Ratliff 5596. Ina Ratliff 5596. And then the next thing that was on our giveaway from last week is the Stacy Nash Design Velvet Parsnip Needlebook. Oh, that light, it's just giving me trouble. There you go. And the winner of this is Susan Bodner 7940. Susan Bodner 7940. You're the winner. And the last item from last week's giveaway was the Keepsakes bundle with my exclusive bag that I made for Keepsakes 25th anniversary, as well as Georgia Girls Welcome Home pattern. This goes to Connie Dahlgren 9748. Connie Dahlgren 9748, and the last name is spelled Dahlgren. Congratulations, Connie. I'm so thrilled that you are getting the Keepsakes bundle. So those are all the giveaways from last week. Now I want to show you, I got some Happy Mail and I got a Stitching Kindness. Yesterday when I met with Jen from the Bougie Stitchers, she brought me a sweet little gift. She brought me this little plate, little tray. There you go, you can see that now. Is that not adorable? A bunny with his scarf on. And it says, I wish you comfort and a leap of joy. And she said, I just thought that you could rest your scissors on this. And I love it, Jen. Thank you so much. It just was such a kindness. But I did tell her, my granddaughter, she raises bunnies for 4-H. And there's a possibility there could be Grand Theft Auto in the house when she sees the bunny. But anyway, maybe. But thank you, Jen. I appreciate that so much. And then when I got home from the funeral on Wednesday, the mail was on the front porch, and my sweet friend Holly, Hobbies of Holly on Instagram, she had sent me the Butterfly Garden by the Drawn Thread. As it's very apparent, we all know that I love butterflies. And then she sent me from Garan Totten Bags a beautiful project bag covered in beautiful blue, and they're blue butterflies. Not only are they butterflies, they're my favorite color. And it's a nice big bag. And so I thank you so much, Holly. It was a treat. I walked in the door, it lifted my spirits, and I thank you so much for that. And as well, I got a card from my floss boss and cousin Christy, and it was just a little sweetness to send some love for Wednesday. As a matter of fact, it was, I think, the 2nd anniversary of her mother's passing this week as well. And Christy, thank you. I know how hard this week is for you, and that was so kind of you to think about me and to lift my spirits, and you sure did. So thank you for my card, Christy. And okay, so that was the giveaway winners and the happy mail and the kindness. Oh, I want to say something to somebody. Jamie. Oh, Jamie, the pink stitcher. Yeah, you, Jamie. I'm so proud of you that your half square triangles were amazing. If you don't know what I'm talking about, friends, Jamie, one of the pink stitchers, she got a brand new featherweight. And I'm kind of really super jealous because Primitive Gatherings has a featherweight club up there, and they go up and they learn about their... Now, I know about my featherweight, but I would take my featherweight and go up there for featherweight club and stitch. But Jamie was working on a quilt top that was comprised completely of half square triangles, and I believe that she used triangle paper for the very first time, and she was kind of worried about, you know, the way they looked. She had showed them on their last video, and then she shows a picture from Featherweight Club at Primitive Gatherings, and there is this gorgeous top, and she was doing wool applique on it. And I'm just going to tell you, Jamie girl, bravo, you did a fantastic job. I told you those half square triangles looked mighty good. So if you're like Jamie and you're afraid of trying, well, it's not that she was afraid, she was just a little timid, but so trying something new with your quilting or your stitching, just do it, friends, do it. What a beautiful job you did, Jamie, bravo. I just had to take the time to tell you that. So, but now let's move to what I've been stitching. I don't have a whole ton, but I do have stitching since last week. So let me show you what I've been doing. I, like many of you, joined the Stitching Friends in stitching the wee Santa Sal that they had. And this is Heart and Hand Celia Turner. This is her wee Santa 2023. I got mine from Chantel's 141 because I bought mine fully kitted with the board to finish it on and the threads. I worked on mine a little bit more. I am stitching this on 32 count summer khaki, and I am using the threads that were sent. I apologize in advance. I did not iron any of mine, but he may be headless, but he's done other than his beard and his head. And then all I have left to do is the few flowers right there. So when I film next week for our regularly scheduled Flosstube, I plan on having this mounted on the board and everything. So this will just be, as a matter of fact, another shout out, tonight is the Jingle Ball. It is Friday the 1st and the Jingle Ball begins, and so I'm gonna go peruse in, well, I'm gonna go shopping very quick because Liz Matthews and Teresa Kogut got some things that I want to make sure I get. So I've got to get in there, and then I want to get the Jingle Ball book too. I got that last year, but anyway, I'm going to be stitching tonight when I'm in the Jingle Ball rooms. I will be stitching. I even think I may be able to finish him tonight while I'm hunting down my friends. Hey, Denise Goose. You know, I never did finish telling you last week about that stinker. She is just a doll face. She's got the best personality. Denise from Goose Designs, the bag maker. She was sitting behind me and Carrie, and she just is so much fun. She was just hilarious. But Carrie and I had gone back to the room, and some of the girls, my friend Sherry Ward, who is in my stitching group, she was down there, and she had ridden to Mana with me, but I had taken my medications. I stuck it in my bag. I had it in, you know, those pill things Monday through Sunday, and I had shoved it in there because, you know, you never know if you're going back to the room. Well, I left that project bag under the table in my basket. So I called down there and I said to Sherry, I said, oh, are you still in this, you know, down at the retreat? And she said, yeah. And I said, oh goodness, reach under the table. I need my medicine. It's in my bag. We just bring the whole bag. Would you mind, please? And so then she brings it to me and all that. And you remember on the last video when I pulled out of my butterfly bag a pack of M&Ms? Yeah, they were messing with my medicine and putting M&Ms in my pill box. So I get this text or call, I can't remember. Denise gets a hold of me at like 7 a.m. the next morning. She's like, oh my gosh, I feel so bad. We touched your medicine. And I was like, oh my gosh. I thought it was hilarious when I found M&Ms in my pill box. You know, everything was there. And she's like, well, I just, you know, I didn't mean to touch your medicine. It was so funny. That's why on the last video I laughed and said I had a story when I had those M&Ms. But anyway, yeah, I'll probably be hunting her down. I know Carrie and I are going to peruse rooms for a while, and we're going to try to catch up with you, our stitchy friends. And yeah, I'm going to find you, rotten little Denise ... Yep. So anyway, I'm going to stitch on this while I am jingle balling tonight. So that is one thing I worked on. I feel like the hard part's done. Boy, he had a dense body. That was a big old chunk of stitching. And then let's go here first. Look at that pretty bag. Oh, it's just pretty. That came from Fab Shabby Rose, Carolyn. Okay, the next thing I worked on was I worked a little bit on the Rose and the Giant Pear from Hands Across the Sea samplers. This was Alicia, the Fanciful Flamingo's birthday start. I started along with her, and oh, my needle's in there with the thread still on it. I started that with her. I'm stitching this on 36 count Up in the Attic by Fox and Rabbit using all the called for DMCs. I'm leaving my needle right where it is. I was working on the house. And I just want to tell you, you know, I didn't even realize this until I stitched it the other day, but look, it's like a little chick. It's like a little, do you see that? Yeah, I mean, it looks like the little chick from Missouri Star Quilt Companies. I was just like, the pear's so beautiful, and then the bee's so pretty, and the house is so neat. And then there's that random little chick. I was just kind of like, that's random. She just decided to stitch a chick there. Well, it's cute. It's cute. But it was, I guess I wasn't paying attention to the pattern. I was like, are you sure? That looks like a little duck chick. So anyway, like I said, I worked on that. I got the duck chick. I brought the base of the house over. I got the first window and the door in and some of the bricks. So I worked on that, and it's so pretty, all the colors. And you know, if you saw me show my birthday items back in October, my daughter bought me a cloth covered hoop. And I happened to be using that hoop when I was stitching this, and oh my gosh, it was so stinking pretty because it was colorful, like this design. And so anyway, it definitely makes you happy, all those pretty colors. But so I worked a little on that, and then of course, you know from last video, Carrie and I are going to be in the Liz Matthews class on Sunday, the festive mini wreath banner class. And so I had to make sure I had my classwork done. This is the pattern. Let me see if I can get that to focus. Can you see that? This is the classwork. I did the Noel. I know Carrie did Noel as well, but I still have enough that I can do another one. I did not use the called for colors. You would laugh. I normally clean, I have a little bin over on my cutting table, and I throw my flosses in there, and I usually put them away once a week. It's overflowing. I haven't emptied it in a month. And so I dumped it over and picked out some threads, and I'll tell you what I converted. The Noel called for DMC 936. I used DMC 935. It called for DMC 3011. I did use that. It called for DMC 22, and I used Weeks Dye Works Red Rocks. It called for DMC 3777, and I used Classic Colorworks Cherry Cobbler. And it called for DMC 3829, and I used DMC 680. And so I'll show you what this looks like. It's 2 reds, 2 greens, and a gold. Now I only have a piece. I had another Christmas bag sitting near, and I forgot to pick a gold, so I just reached in the bag and pulled that gold out and just threw a piece, because it was only on the centers of the Quakers, so I just needed a piece. But anyhow, this was cute, and you got a piece of 35 count custom dyed even weave, and it was really nice to stitch on. So I'm all ready for my Jingle Ball class for Sunday, and I'm excited. I love Liz, and I'm one of her Patreons, and I love everything she does, and she's just got the biggest, sweetest heart. Just love her to death. Can't wait to take her class. So that was another thing I worked on. And then the last thing I worked on, I was working on my Rose and the Giant Pear, right? And so anyway, a couple years ago, Deb from Country Stitchers had showed, and she finished. She was working on Gilles Leger from 1898 from Reflet du Soir. And you see, the big pear is as big as the house, and then there's some more fruit over here. Well, when I was stitching the other day on my Hands Across the Sea, I thought, oh, I had kitted this up, and I kitted it using all of the called for Soie d'Alger. Aren't they pretty? These were all just waiting in the project library. And I was like, okay, even as much trouble as that pear gave me, all I could think of is this gorgeous, gorgeous script, antique, beautiful. Oh, I was like, I've got to pull that out. So I did. I just pulled it out. I didn't get very much done, but at least I started it. It's been sitting there forever. I'm stitching it on 36 count Cream and Sugar by Fiber on a Whim, and I started the top border. So that was just a sitting with my husband stitching the other day. but it's a start. Everything starts. You know, the trip of 1,000 miles begins with one step. So I started it. So, and I was really happy that, you know, the last week has been very eventful and very busy. And so I was just glad I got a new start, and I got a finish on something, albeit that the Noel was so small. I'm talking that was one tiny sitting of stitching. That's nothing. But anyway, I got a little stitching in, friends, and that's what I have been up to since last week in my stitching. So now let's go to haul. Okay, the first place that I want to talk about that I got haul is very important, especially because it's today. Our friend Annie, the proper stitcher, her newest pattern offerings became available on her Etsy shop PDF today. And so I wanted to show what I got from her so that maybe you'll go rush and get yourself some PDFs. I just bought them as PDFs and I printed them out so I could have them right away. So, and I will have links to Annie's shop in the description box. Okay, the first one that I got was his gift. It's the manger scene. And it printed right up. I printed it in color. It says, "For God so loved the world." Love that. Perfect for right now. I love gingerbread man for Christmas, and I loved Annie's gingerbread cottage. And after I made, if you can see it over here, I'm not sure if you can see it. Maybe you can't. But over here on the shelf is my drum. It was my very first drum. Well, I'm going to do this as Annie showed as a drum. Isn't this adorable? So I'm going to do this as a drum, and I'll display it in the kitchen downstairs because I have all kind of little gingerbread things downstairs. So I don't know that I'll have it done this season, but I have the pattern so I can get it done for next season. As well, I bought the ornament collection that's an accompaniment to the gingerbread cottage as well. Are these adorable? And look how pretty that Annie finished those. She is such a cheerleader. I love it. I want to encourage people to finish their stuff themselves too, but Annie's just such a cheerleader for that, and I think she did such a good job. The next one that I got from Annie's shop was Winter Sampler, and I love what she says about this. This can go up the whole winter season and not be necessarily Christmas, and that's what attracted me to it. Now, if you would like to get these, you can get hard copies or you can get PDFs. It's theproperstitcher.etsy.com. But when you place, when you write it in the URL box, you put capital T, the, capital P, proper, capital S, Stitcher, theproperstitcher.etsy.com. They're kind of fickle on Etsy on how to get to shops, but if you fail at that, there will be a link in my description box. So that is my first piece of haul. My second piece of haul was it's in the bag, but my gilet I did not have. I don't know why, but I was missing one of the swaddle, so I found Colorado Cross Stitcher was the only one with the one I needed, and so I ordered that swaddle. It was part of the thread for that. And while I was there at the Colorado Cross Stitcher, I picked up her Peace and Joy ornament. Isn't that pretty? That was designed by Sherry from Colorado Cross Stitcher. I got that. As well, I got Crowning the Tree by Blackbird Designs. Isn't that just adorable stockings? I have collected all of these little stockings, and I did not have this one. Got that. Then I got Prairie Schooler 69 and Prairie Schooler number 70. They're the Prairie Village 1 and 2. I love these. Now, I want to stitch these and put them around the mill. They're just adorable. I love them. That's Village 1, and this is other pieces of the village. This is Village 2. Look at that church. I wonder if they didn't take like cube bricks or cubes. I'm looking at this, has been made available. I don't know how they, what I was trying to say is I wonder if these are bricks of wood behind that were available or something. But anyway, maybe I could work something out. My guy is pretty handy with tools. He built the house. So anyway, then as well, I got online, and Wendy from the Heart Needle Arts, Wendy Petros, she was showing the other day on Instagram her Hannah's Christmas ornaments that are taken from her small Hannah's sampler, and I just thought they were adorable. So I got on her Etsy shop and I picked up Hannah's ornaments. Or Hannah's Christmas, I apologize. I got that on Etsy at From the Heart Needle Arts by Wendy Petros. And then I went to Twin Peaks Primitives because Christy, finally a farm girl, showed her gorgeous wall. And when I was at StitchCon last year, was it this year? Last year? One of the two, she gave me a patriotic Santa from the Prairie Schooler. She was stitching them, and they were, oh, I loved him in his flag. And so when she showed her wall the other day, I saw this and I said, oh, Christy, that'd look so great with the patriotic Santa. And she said, yeah, Shelly, it's on the wall right underneath of it. Then she showed another pattern later, not a pattern, but a picture later, and it showed it. Absolutely. This was hanging on the wall with one on top of it, but below there was the patriotic Santa in a trio that she stitched. So I hopped right on Twin Peaks Primitives and got a patriotic Christmas Eve from them because, of course, I was absolutely enabled by Christy, finally a farm girl. And speaking of, before I go any farther, you know, when I was young, and I did it with my children, and we do it with the grandchildren. You know how you get in the car and you drive and see the Christmas lights? Or when I was really young and I was a little girl, my dad would drive me down into the city, down into Cincinnati, and he would take me to go look at all of the hotel lobbies, and he would take me to go see all of the store displays in the windows. They were so absolutely beautiful. And I was reminded of that when I was perusing through Instagram the other day, because I felt like when I was looking at Christy's Christmas displays in her, that she was showing in her posts, as well as when she was, you know what, 1 second, please. Sorry about that. I heard the jingle bells on the door downstairs, and my husband came in and he was adjusting the wheel, and I could hear him down there pulling equipment around, and I thought, oh my goodness, I'm going to have to pause this video so that you didn't hear all the tools going down there. But anyway, back to what I was saying. My daddy would take me downtown, and he would show me all of the beautiful display windows for the department stores, and take me to all the hotels and show me their beautiful decorated lobbies. And when I was looking at Christy's beautiful pictures, they were just beautiful. I felt like I was doing that on Instagram. And then I went back and I was looking at Katie from So Tattered's pictures. She's got some beautiful Christmas trees and beautiful displays. Ginger shawl, oh my goodness. Well, of course, there's nothing. Ginger is just prolific and just beautiful in everything that she does, and just showing the pretty things. And I thought, you know what, when we peruse through our friends' posts on Instagram, it's like the cross-stitch viewing of the store windows. It was so fun. And I thought, you know what, I want to encourage all y'all, get on and post pictures of your pretty things. Another thing today, another eye candy was Carrie. She shot her video earlier today. Her set looks amazing. It made me feel so festive. It was so pretty. So I don't know, maybe I'm just a little weird, but when I was looking at all the pretty, just the beautiful pictures of all the wonderful friends of ours on Instagram and Facebook showing their Christmas displays, oh my goodness, and the Christmas stitching, I thought, as a stitcher, this is like going and looking at the lights. Or this is like going and looking at the hotel rooms or the display windows of old. I just thought it just made me feel so festive. And so go look at everybody's pictures. They're awesome. So anyway, back to haul. Another thing I purchased, I got from Threadwork Primitives, was Christmas blocks, and I was inspired because my friend Tina Egner from Team Egner on Instagram and also on Etsy, she had showed a beautiful display that had this pattern in it. This is Christmas blocks by Threadwork Primitives. Can you see that? Well, she had this displayed, and it was so beautiful. I mean, immediately I said, tell a girlfriend what what that pattern is, and I was 5 minutes, it was bought and on the way. But as well, I got onto Etsy because I went to Homestead Needleworks. That is April Taylor on Etsy, and I bought 2 boards. I wasn't sure which. I left them in the packages because they look so nice. She made them look so pretty. But anyway, I bought 2 boards because she's the board maker for this piece from Threadwork Primitives. So I got a black one and I got a red one so I could decide what I thought would best suit my decor for when I stitch this. Hey, Tina, thanks for showing that pretty eye candy. You made me go shopping. And so anyway, so I bought that. And then the last thing I've got since last week is I love when Primrose Cottage gets on and they show the fabrics and all that stuff. As a matter of fact, today I got it was terrible because I had this big box. Well, it's not big, but it's a lot what I got from them last week because they're Free Pattern Friday. So they showed the bundle that they were going to sell for Free Pattern Friday that'll be coming up. So they show the bundle first, then you get the pattern in their blog or their newsletter. But they made me go shopping on their last video, for goodness sake, and I bought all of these bundles of Christmas fabrics because every single one of them was so scrumptious. I got 2 of this one because it has some pink and blue to it. So I bought one for me, and Carrie doesn't know it, but I bought one for her too because I know she just needs some more fabric like I do. Like we need a hole in our head. And then I got this one as well. And so it's just bundles that are curated with Christmas fabric, and I thought they were great. I'm doing the table runner from last month's Free Pattern Friday. I got their set of fabric that was curated for the Free Pattern Friday table runner for last month, but when they got on and showed these, I thought, I need some of that too. I might mix it in and make a daughter or 2 some things, and plus then I thought Carrie needed some more fabric. Carrie, you need some more fabric, okay? So anyway, but when I was on there, you can't just buy the one thing, and the fabric couldn't travel alone, so we know I love Quakers, and so I bought their Christmas Quakers as well. And so I ordered that and got that since I saw you last. So that's all my haul. So I think I did pretty good, even though it's only been a week. That's still a lot for a week, but I think I did good, don't you think? Oh my goodness, I think I need to go to Shoppers Anonymous. Okay, well, I'm not going to go to Shoppers Anonymous. I'm going to go to Gives a Lot, because it's time to do the 10,000 subscriber celebration, friends. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I have such wonderful things that have been given to me and sent to me by some of my favorite people on the whole planet, because I wanted to give some of my favorite people on the planet's things to some of my favorite people, and that's you. And so without further ado, let's get right into celebrating. Get your pens, ladies. Get your pens, because you need your keywords, because there's a lot. So anyway, let's get started. Okay, I just want to show you, this is the basket that I have filled with stuff for you. But we're not going to start there, because I know I told you last time. I told you what I was going to have for you. So we'll just start big. Let's go big or go home, okay? So today starts Advent. So why not give one of my favorite people on the planet, one of you, one of Carrie Tiger Lily's 12 Days of Christmas. So if you would like to have Carrie's 12 Days of Christmas, I need you in the comments to use the number 12. Use the number 12. That is the keyword for the Advent box. Now, a little housekeeping. You have to like and you have to subscribe, and you must be over 18, because I need to ask you your address. But anyhow, now we'll just continue. If you'd like the Advent, one lucky viewer. And by the way, the other piece of housekeeping is I'm going to be coming back next Friday, which is our normally scheduled every 2-week video. So I am going to have these, I'm going to give the names of the winners next Friday. So you don't have long to wait. So if you win, make sure to catch the video next week, and you could have this in time to put it under the tree for yourself to open as a gift after Christmas, or you would have plenty of time to get it and open it before Christmas in 12 days probably. So anyway, the number 12 is what you need to use for the Carrie Tiger Lily Designs 12 Days of Christmas. Now, there's the Keeper Club too, okay? This is the Carrie Tiger Lily October Keeper Club box, and it is chock full of wonderfulness. If you've seen all of us, including me, open it, it is just wonderful. Carrie is the box queen. And if you would like the October Carrie Tiger Lily Keeper Club box, the keyword for this is October. Use October in the comments below. Okay, so that was so fun. Just to know that on the first day of Advent, I could give one of you an Advent. That was so exciting. So, okay, well, in no particular order, but with just as much love and fervor, I open up the basket of things that have come from some of my favorite people. So, I just talked to you about April from Homestead Needleworks. April so kindly sent us, for the 10,000 subscriber giveaway, one of the boards, just like I just showed you, that would go with the Threadworks Primitives blocks pattern. She sent one of those boards. She sent this board right here, this finishing board. And then she sent this finishing board. And I believe that Annie finished, let me see, I think Annie finished on a board. I know she finished on some boards from April. And I think, I'm digging in my basket. Let me show you, where did those patterns go? Well, I've lost my patterns. Oh, here they are. I put them in a basket. Oh, let me see. No, I think I'm mistaken. I thought it was this one. It's a little shorter than that, but it's kind of similar. It would be shorter than that. I was wrong. But anyway, April sent me 3 boards. And so if you would like one of these boards, I'm going to choose 3 people. Now, I can't guarantee which board you will get, but if you would like one of April's beautiful boards from Homestead Needleworks, use the word board. Okay? That's the key word, and I will choose 3 people, and you will get one of these boards. Okay. As well, April sent, and I love this. As a matter of fact, I'm going to go shopping again. She sent this tart tin on this little board. Is that the cutest? I mean, would that make the absolute most darling pin cushion? Oh my gosh. As a matter of fact, I even know what I think I'd put on this. So if you would like this little tart tin, use the word tin. And she had it so pretty packaged. I am going to repackage it. She had it with it all in this pretty bag. I'm going to make it pretty for you, but I had to get it out so you could see it. So if you'd like that tin, use the word tin. And those were from April at Homestead Needlework. Okay, the next thing that I'm going to share with you is we all saw my oops on one of my prior videos where I was opening up my haul, and I had ordered the Velvet Carrot Needlebook kit from Farm Girl Dry Goods, and I had bought 2, and I found out as I was opening them because the pattern was turned around. Yeah, I did that on camera. Isn't that real life? But anyway, I saved it because I knew that you guys, it would come sometime. And so this is the Velvet Carrot Needlebook. It's an entire kit. It has the finishing, it has the threads, it has the fabric, everything you need to make this beautiful little Velvet Carrot Needlebook from Stacy Nash Designs. If you would like this full kit, use the word carrot, and I'll share that with you. I love that. That came from Farm Girl Dry Goods. And I love Michelle Rudy. She's just precious. Okay, another item that I purchased when I was in Amana, Iowa, from the Woolen Needle, and it is a wool applique kit, and it's called Peaceful, but it's the perfect time for it. It's this beautiful winter scene. Isn't that beautiful? And it's the kit. You get the pattern and all of the wool that you need to do that. Now, of course, you'll need your threads, and you'll need your 2-sided fusible, but it's the full kit. So if you would like this kit, the word to use is peaceful. So that's one thing there. And then my precious, most dear friend, Sylvia, running with needles and scissors. I just love her. She's precious. And she was just as excited for me as anybody in the whole planet. And so, yeah, guess what? She sent me a whole huge mess of patterns for you. And the first one she sent me was the button set for Stitch. And it also includes the fabric, it includes the little wooden Scrabble holder, and it includes the Victoria Clayton silk. So you get everything you need except for the button forms to accomplish doing those buttons. And if you would like this kit, it is called, the word you must use is stitch. Stitch. As well, she included along with that another pattern that can be used on your little Scrabble tile thing. She included the Noel and Love buttons. So it's the pattern to do Noel or love. And so that's a double duty, and the word for this is Noel. If you would like this, use the word Noel. But she didn't stop there. She sent the pattern for the acorn button. And she also included the silk. So you have enough silk to stitch acorn. So if you would like the chart for acorn, the word you must use is acorn. She also sent a copy of My Little Sampler and all of the silks to go with it. Let me see if I can't get that better. All these darn lights. It's My Little Sampler. And the word for, oh, you know what? It's sideways. Let me do it this way. Oh, that's a little better. There you go. I apologize. If you would like My Little Sampler, use the word little. Little. As well, she also included a pattern for May Thy Needle Rest in Peace, #1, Evelyn Eyelet. It's a tombstone angel. And if you would like this, use the word rest. And she also sent her new Christmas pattern called Beneath the Snow, which I absolutely love because the reindeers look like they're going to nuzzle noses, and there's a cardinal. So, and they're snowflakes. So who doesn't love that? So this is Beneath the Snow by Sylvia from Running with Needles and Scissors. And if you would like this pattern, the key word for it is snow. Okay. Now, the next items that I have for you are from my dear friend Dawn in Canada, Gamma's Treasures. And the first thing that I will show you is Dawn's daughter has Am's Creation. And Dawn sells them out of her Etsy shop for her. And I had to have at least one beautiful tool, didn't I now? And this is her multi-tool, isn't that? It's hand-done resin. And you flip both of the sides. And one side is a seam ripper. And one side is a stitch picker. But then you can safely put it in your bag because you can flip it back in, and it's got those nice rounded edges. And that is from Dawn's daughter, Am. And if you would like that, the key word for that is rip. Rip. R-I-P, as in seam rip. If you would like that, the key word is rip. And then, oh my goodness, I've got a basket full of absolute gorgeousness. Dawn sent me a complete retreat kit for one of you. It is the retreat mat. And look at her quilting, how beautiful. Okay, this one is more of a Halloween theme, you see? And what comes with it is you get the little ort. You just snap the corners and you get the little ort tray. Okay, so all of her retreat mats come with one of these. It turns into an ort tray. You get 2 pockets. Then you get your thread bed, and there's a magnet in here for your needle. You can hook your thread ring to this, and you can sit this down on your table and look schwanky. But that's not all you get with this retreat pack. You also get Dawn's large matching bag. I mean, it's a large bag, beautiful lined. As well with this, you get a secondary thread bed and you get the notions bag. So that's a huge, big piece. And if you would like this retreat pack, use the word retreat, and this entire set will come to you. Okay? And then me and my butterflies. You had to have a butterfly bag, didn't you? So this one is a vinyl fronted bag. You get your accompanying thread bed with a magnet in there. And it's just got this beautiful fabric with blue butterflies. And if you would like this bag, the key word for this is butterfly. As well, she sent this large project bag, and I want to show you. I wonder if you can't see that she has, oh, there you go. Is that quilting not stunning? And then look at the pumpkin on the front. It is just a beautiful, she was just really busy that day. It's fully lined. And you get the accompanying thread bed with it. And like I said, this is the large bag. And if you would like this, the key word for this bag is pumpkin. Pumpkin. I thought I had this pinned on here and it fell off. Gotta make sure I get it on there because I can't forget what the keywords are. Okay, and then I love this. This is a little, one of her smaller bags, and it's got the Christmas little village town on it. Isn't it cute? It's got the quilt shop and the sugar shop and the toy shop. So cute. Fully lined bag. It's her smaller size. I like these for the little things. And then it comes with the accompanying thread bed with the magnet. And if you would like this bag set, use the word town. The word is town. And then to finish off our subscriber celebration, Dawn sent along a whole nother retreat set, and I love it, especially being the sampler lover that I am. This is a retreat set done in the fabric is a sampler. Is that not precious? And then look at her beautiful feathers that she has quilted on there. You get again your little snap together ort. It's got the pockets, the built-in thread bed with the little magnet, a place to hang your thread loop. And this goes down on the table. This one comes with the small size bag that is matching. Isn't that precious? I love that cream and blue. And then you get the little accompanying thread bed as well to go in your bag too. And this retreat set, if you want this one, use the word matte, M-A-T, matte. Well, oh my goodness, that comes to the end of our celebration. I hope that you feel the love. That was the complete intent of my heart when I got this together. I saw it coming, and you can kind of gauge how things are going. And I was like, oh, you know, oh my goodness, I want to make sure that I have special things for you, my special people, and I hope that you feel that conveyed in this giveaway. And this channel wouldn't be here. I would just be talking to the air if it wasn't for you. And my appreciation for your support and your love, your constant comments, I mean, the constant emails, the people, I mean, even just down to my situation in the last week, I can't tell you how many of you messaged me, put comments about how you were praying for me and you were praying for my family. And to know that I have all of you, my friends out there thinking about me and praying for me just touches my heart. And I've said it a million times, if I've said it a zillion times, that I love our community as much as I love my stitching. And in this channel, I want to give back. to you what you give to me, and that is the whole intention of my heart. And so today, my friends, I celebrate you, and I hope you feel it. Now, just reminding you again, don't forget this evening is the Jingle Ball. Hop on there. I hope to see somebody on there, and if you do see me, say hey. And it was fun getting on here again and catching up with you. Like I said, next week I will be filming our regularly scheduled every 2-week video as well. The mill is almost done being decorated. I may shoot some of the 12 days of Christmas in front of the decorations, but don't worry, you're going to get to see it because I'm going to give you a mill Christmas tour. But I'm not going to give you just the mill Christmas tour. I'm going to do something that I don't normally do. I'm going to walk you into the main house and show you the Christmas decorations in there too. So I don't know if it will be ready by next Friday to be uploaded, but you for sure will see me next week. And sometime in the near future, you will, somewhere around there, look for a mill and main house Christmas tour. So I'm excited to show you that. It is the most wonderful time of the year. My grandkids are in high gear Christmas mode. It makes Mimi and Poppy so stinking happy. We are Christmas lovers. And yeah, when all the Christmas lights go on, it's really hard to have anything but a smile on your face. But anyway, so those are my plans, and I was glad to see you so soon. And just keep an eye out every day for the advents on Instagram and on Facebook. And until we meet again, I wish you many happy stitches. Bye-bye, my friends.